In this video, I'm going to be interviewing random people off the street about what they think about crypto in general. Stick around till the end if you're wondering, why am I bothering doing any of this in the first place? What's your name? Tom? Cool, man. Have you ever heard of cryptocurrency?
Heard the word and know friends who are in that world, but I don't know even how to dive into it.
Cool. Like which ones have you heard of?
Cryptocurrency as a whole, Bitcoin specifically.
Yeah.
Dogecoin, if that's even
Dogecoin, yeah. I remember Dogecoin. It's still around.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of newer ones like HEX, for example, or?
Not specifically.
Okay.
I'm still dribbling water, sorry.
It's all good. So what's your thoughts about the future of it, or where do you see it going?
I think it's awesome for people who don't live paycheck to paycheck. I do.
Okay.
So it's just definitely not anything that, like, if I'm ever told to dive into it, they're like, if you just have an extra $2,000 laying around that you don't need right away or even before the next check, then it's a cool thing to have as just something that can invest in. Same thing with like trading cards. You can't sell it right now, but
you gotta have the extra money. Yeah. Cool. Any other thoughts you want to say about it, or?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I just know like just that world, and I think everybody knows it as a whole as a very memeable thing. But with knowing specifics, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have friends who keep track of their stocks and daily. And I don't even know how to start. So
cool. Well, it's still really new. So
yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, great to meet you.
You too. So my name is Matt.
Hey, Nick.
Nick, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So what do you think about cryptocurrency? Have you heard much about it?
I mean, a little bit. I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert, but I would say my thoughts on cryptocurrency are that it's not backed by anything.
Right.
So it would be dangerous. Like if you're an investment person, like if you had money in stocks or something, that would be moving money over to crypto would be like a risky bet.
Right.
That's my perception anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot though. I just feel like until it's like vetted more, I wouldn't put any of my money there.
So you need more time to make sure that it's not going anywhere?
More time and maybe like wider adoption.
Yeah.
I know there's like a South American country that adopted it as an official currency.
Yeah, El Salvador.
Yeah. Like, I mean, so that perked up my ears. If more countries, even if it wasn't like adopting it like El Salvador did, if it was like just cohabiting with their official like sovereign currencies, then that might make me feel better. But the problem is that it's so volatile. Like it crashed hard.
Definitely.
A lot of my friends had money on it. I was like, that was a bad move.
You missed that one. Yeah, good job. So have you heard of Bitcoin? Obviously.
Obviously Bitcoin.
And what other ones have you heard of?
Ethereum. Dogecoin.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It's like they like kind of come in one year and I'm
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk and Dogecoin.
Have you heard of these newer ones like HEX, for example? Or
no, I haven't heard of HEX.
PulseChain is another one.
No, not PulseChain.
Okay.
What was the one that there's like a scandal recently with
there's always a scandal. Celsius. Like, are you talking about
maybe, or it's like something plus and maybe it's like Ethereum plus. So there's like an influencer, a celebrity that.
Well, Paris Hilton definitely just got sued for something.
Yeah.
I can't keep up because there's a new scam every day. You could be referring to anything.
That's true, yeah.
There was Plus Token that's still like $1 billion. There's a Chinese Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful out there.
Few of those. Yeah. It's true. So that's why I wouldn't do it. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Well, any last thoughts before we wrap it up? But what do you think the future of cryptocurrency is really going?
I mean, definitely it's going to happen because everything, including transactions, are more digital all the time.
Right.
And so like what China's doing where they're creating a digital version of their sovereign currency.
Right.
I can see that. So maybe that's what happens instead of like cohabiting or like coexistence between cryptocurrencies and sovereign currencies. Maybe they make a digital edition of the sovereign currency.
Yeah.
It feels like not that weird of a stretch because they're
coming, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, some banks, some countries are already making their digital dollars or whatever. So.
Yeah. Digital dollars? Or
they're working on it here, but like, for example, China's already got that.
Yeah, that's the one I've heard about. China's.
Yeah, and then I think the European Union is working on theirs first, and then we'll be late to the party, but
what's
cool.
new,
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Hey,
nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Hey, my name is Matt.
I'm Desiree.
Desiree, nice to meet you. I have a cryptocurrency channel on YouTube, and I was just wondering, have you heard of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency? What are your thoughts about all that?
I've heard it, but I could not tell you what it is.
Okay. Have you heard of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Have you heard of any other cryptocurrencies?
Not really.
Not really?
No.
Okay. Do you think it's all like a fad, or do you think it's the future, or do you have any opinions?
I mean, I've heard like it's very bad for the environment, like NFTs and everything. So I
Yeah.
don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's definitely true to a
Yeah.
degree. And NFTs, do you think anything about those?
I think they're kind of stupid. It's just a picture.
I think so too. Are you into art at all?
Yeah.
Like real art?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not to bash NFT guys, sorry. But I kind of agree.
Yeah.
So have you heard of newer things like HEX or PulseChain or these different?
I haven't. We're from Toronto, so
Toronto,
I don't know
cool.
if we have that up there, but I haven't heard of that.
Nice. Cool. Well, any final thoughts about crypto in general?
Not really, no.
No? Okay. Well, thanks. I really appreciate it.
problem.
Thoughts on, so, are we good?
Hi.
Hi, my name is Matt.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you. Just wondering if you heard about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all that stuff.
Yes.
Are
I have.
Are you into it?
Semi. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
into it. A
Nice.
little bit.
Which ones are you into?
Mainly keeping an eye on kind of Bitcoin, Ethereum, because I know that they
Those
kind
two.
of hold structure to the crypto market.
Yeah.
A couple coins here and there, but I don't really keep track of kind of small cap coins.
Those are the big ones.
But
yeah. So you're following, because
A little
you
bit.
said small cap. I know you're following some. Have you heard of like NFTs and all that
I
stuff?
have, yes.
Have you heard of like some of the newer cryptocurrencies, like the term DeFi?
DeFi?
Like,
Yeah. Yes.
cool. So do
decentralized
you have
finance.
anything like that you're keeping your eye on? Like which coins are those?
ApeCoin,
ApeCoin.
a little bit. I know it's been down a little bit.
That's the NFT one?
It is. It's
Yeah.
related to the Bored Ape Yacht Club
Yeah.
and a couple of the projects they had.
Nice.
But I have been paying attention to ApeCoin for one, Polkadot,
Yeah.
Dot, XRP, a couple of them.
Yeah,
But yeah,
nice. Have you heard of a coin called HEX?
I've heard of
Or-
it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I haven't
Cool.
looked into it though.
Not too much? Okay. What about PulseChain? It's not
Yes.
out yet,
Yeah,
but
I have heard of
it's on there.
PulseChain.
Cool. Any thoughts on those? or-
Kind of. I just want to see more about them.
Yeah.
Definitely, I want to learn more about them too.
Nice.
I don't want to kind of say something without really knowing.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
But I will
mean,
definitely be looking into them.
You're the most educated person we've had so far.
cool.
So thank you.
I
Thanks,
mean,
man.
Chicago's a big crowd.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You never know who you're gonna find.
Well, it's a beautiful background.
And a beautiful day. A good video background too.
Exactly. Hope
That's
your
so cool.
hope your photography goes well.
I mean, it's going as well as it could.
Yeah.
I'm out with my dad, and we're just
Hey,
taking
guys.
pictures.
Your name is Matt.
That's right.
Oh,
So,
what are you doing here?
So, who's interviewing who here?
Okay, well,
No.
I'm sorry.
So what I'm doing is I'm asking people about crypto and Bitcoin, and if you've heard anything about that, and if you haven't, that's fine.
I mean, I've heard of Bitcoin and crypto and everything. I'm not familiar with it at all.
Okay.
So,
Do you think it has a future, or do you think it's going to be like a fad, or?
So, from what I have seen, it is. I can predict that it will have a future.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my honest opinion. It
Cool.
does have a future.
Cool.
I mean, obviously, since cash has become irrelevant, I do believe that
Yeah.
we're using cards and everything. So,
Yeah.
crypto's definitely got a future.
Yeah.
So,
Anything negative about it that you see, or?
I can see. I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah.
So that's my honest opinion.
Okay.
So I don't know too many negatives and positives about it.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time, Matt.
Thank you. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, my name's Matt.
How you doing, Matt?
What's your name?
I'm Rick.
Rick. All right. So we're on a channel about crypto and Bitcoin and all that stuff, and I was wondering if you have any thoughts about cryptocurrency in general. Sorry. Have you heard of?
Didn't that market just crash?
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah, it's pretty new still. I mean, you've heard of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Have you heard of any other ones? Any other cryptocurrencies?
Yes, but not that come to mind at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So have you heard of like NFTs?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm not sure what those are.
yeah, they're basically like digital art. People are paying crazy high prices for them right now, or they were, and now everything crashed. So have you heard of cryptos like HEX or PulseChain?
HEX, I didn't seen, you know what I'm saying? That shit in like Robin Hood, stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you use any of that yourself?
I was.
Yeah. You've heard of Dogecoin, right? Doge?
Doge.
It's like the one that Elon Musk was talking about.
I ain't heard
No.
that.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you think it's got a future, or do you think it's like just a fad? Or
Crypto.
yeah, in general.
I think it do have a future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you'll ever put money into it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I already did. Shit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. On Robinhood.
Yeah, and yeah, that was I think PayPal was
Oh,
giving
yeah.
Bitcoin. Yeah,
Yeah.
I lost some.
Shit. Yeah, it happens to everyone. I'm down bad too. I'm down like at least 80%, probably more.
Yeah, I think I do better with points bet.
Yeah. 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 It's all the markets are kind of fucked right now. Long story short.
Indeed.
Well, any last thoughts before we wrap up?
Well, I'm looking forward to it bouncing back like that.
Yeah. So you think it's coming back?
Yeah.
Me too. Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So hey, I'm Matt.
Hey, man.
What's your
Nice to meet you. I'm Gregory.
Gregory, cool. So the questions are basically about cryptocurrency. I was wondering if you heard of crypto, Bitcoin, all that stuff.
I have heard like the actual term, and I know
Yeah.
that it's like this virtual coin.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually like fan. Like I don't know how it works. And
Okay. Okay. Have you ever invested anything into it?
No.
Or- Okay.
No, I haven't.
Have you heard of like the apps like Coinbase or like Robinhood? That
I don't.
no,
No,
yeah,
I
it's still
don't.
pretty early, huh?
Yeah.
So have you heard of these other ones called like Ethereum or a couple of other?
No, I just heard like is this thing like you have to like invest and put and be aware of it, but like the actual apps or how to use it, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Have you heard of any other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin?
I think there's one that looks like I know like the symbol, but I don't know like the actual name.
Okay. Is it the dog?
Maybe
The Dogecoin?
Yeah,
A lot of people have heard of that one.
Okay.
Cool. So that's pretty much it. Last question. So do you think cryptocurrency has a future, or do you think it's kind of a fad?
I think from my point of view or from my perspective, it gets like really complicated to get into it. Like I don't know, like which apps or maybe like, there's a lot of services and to
Too many steps.
mine it like. But maybe if there's a way to like simplify it or like mainstream it, or
Yeah.
like it's a few steps and that's like maybe like a service that will do all that for you and in the users and just like you have to just pay money and you
Yeah,
do games
yeah,
all that. Maybe if that happens, it could have a future. I
Yeah.
think right now it's like really
It's
complicated,
too hard.
and maybe that gets you like not trusting it or
Yeah.
something because it gets complicated. So that would be like my perspective.
No, I agree. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. I'll take this back.
Okay.
All right. So my name's Matt.
How you doing, Matt? I'm Rodney.
Rodney, cool. So this channel's about cryptocurrency and like Bitcoin and all that.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you've ever heard about anything like that, or what are
Just
your
a little
thoughts?
bit about it.
Yeah.
Not quite sure of the market.
Yeah.
Seems to be kind of volatile to me
Yeah.
from what I've seen from the past or now.
Definitely. Yeah. So have you heard of anything else besides Bitcoin?
A few other ones. I think I can't remember the site that I went to, but it was it incorporated all of them.
Like an exchange?
It was an exchange. I can't remember the name of it though. Yeah.
Coinbase, maybe?
No,
Robinhood is a popular one.
this one. I'm sorry.
It's
You
okay.
gotta call me off guard with this one.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was embodied all of them. I think that you could go to, and they give you all the tools as far as
Yeah.
the knowledge behind them, what the projections were.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it. I'm
That's
sorry.
all right. So you have some experience then with investing or putting money into them?
Actually, no. I just never really make the jump, but I
Yeah.
did look into it.
Cool. Do you think crypto's got like much of a future, or?
I was looking at a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I can't remember. No, it was on TikTok.
Okay.
The one who actually said that he had something to do with founding Bitcoin, and he was talking really negative about its outcome. Bad on names. He said when everybody finds out who actually invented Bitcoin, who came up with the idea, that everybody's going to run away from it. I can't remember this guy's name.
Was
but
his name Craig Wright?
I think it was Craig Wright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard
Okay.
of him.
Yeah. So
I personally don't believe him.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, I'm not going to take one opinion of a person's opinion and say that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But he kind of like
He's a
shine
popular guy, though.
kind of shine a negative light on it, and then the fact that how much it has fallen from. I think when I first heard of it, it was 2016, I think.
Yeah.
It was really climbing.
That was
And
right
then the
before
bottom,
the big crash.
yeah, and then the bottom just dropped out of it.
Yeah.
So that kind of made me even scary of taking what little bit I did have to actually invest in it.
And then it just crashed again.
Yeah.
On top of all that, so have you heard of one called HEX
No, I haven't heard
or
of
one
that.
called PulseChain?
No, I haven't heard of
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I guess my last question is just, what do you think needs to happen for it to continue to be good, to stay around?
From what little I do know, I think the more popularity of it and as far as media coverage of it, how they seem to give it a shine in a negative light.
Yeah.
Along with the fact that they try to tie it to organized crime from what I've seen.
Yeah.
The fact that you can move so much money across the world.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes people afraid to invest in something like that, thinking the government is going to come in and take their money.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest issues.
So regulation is probably
the biggest thing that you definitely need it.
Yeah. So I'm Matt.
Hey, I'm Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you. So I wanted to ask about your thoughts on crypto and Bitcoin and all that. Have you heard of it? And what do you think about it?
I think it's an interesting idea, especially the blockchain technology.
For sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever invested in anything like that?
I haven't, but I know of friends who have.
Yeah. Have you heard of other ones like besides Bitcoin?
Yes.
Cool. Which ones?
Ethereum, Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Yeah, a few of those.
Yeah.
Others that are outside the U.S., but
Nice. All right.
nothing major.
Have you heard of one called HEX? HEX?
Yes, I think I have.
Yeah? It's a newer one.
It's a newer one?
And
Okay,
then
yeah.
There's one called PulseChain. Have you heard of that one?
No,
that
never
one
heard of
actually doesn't exist yet,
Yeah.
so it's still in progress.
Yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like you know a little bit about it. Where do you think it's all going?
I think right now it's going with the market. So, the market is down right now, but I think as the market improves for crypto and the accessibility, because obviously not everyone has access to smartphones and things like that.
For sure.
So once that kind of takes off and the market improves, I think it's going to follow the market.
So you're optimistic?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, if it goes down, then it's the market goes down.
It already kind of crashed a lot, right? So, cool. I think I feel like I should close out with what do you wish that was better about cryptocurrency?
Probably just a little bit of the education. 'Cause I think a lot of people just hear crypto and think that it's kind of like money, but that's not really how it works. It works more like an investment of exchange.
Yeah.
So you exchange whatever token or coin for something or cash.
Okay.
And so I think more people need to think of it as that rather than actual currency, because it's not really like a fiat currency.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I can go and buy a Ferrari for X, Bitcoin.
You can't get your cup of coffee.
Yeah, it can't get you a cup of coffee.
So you think if people thought it was more a long-term investment rather than okay. Nice.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
So what did we learn through all that? Basically, guys, the point of all this whole thing was to show you how early we really still are in cryptocurrency. Okay, you go ask 10 people on the street if they've ever heard of cryptocurrency. Yeah, they've heard of it. Maybe they've heard of Bitcoin, but it's too complicated to get in. The price crashed, or they're still just watching it, waiting to get in maybe someday. And nobody knows how or why or what to buy. It's still brand new. So the point of this video is for people that might be on what I like to call the circle jerk, that is Twitter, and we're in our echo chamber all day long. We're only talking to each other, and it's just like we're yelling at each other, but we all agree already. You go out into the real world, out of Twitter, into the scary real world outside of Twitter, no one's really ever heard of crypto. Guys, it's brand new to people. It's a new concept. So we are still so early because 99.99999% of the human population has not heard about these up and coming assets like HEX and PulseChain yet, right? They might have heard of Bitcoin. They might have heard of Dogecoin, stuff like that from Elon Musk, the popular memes and narratives, but a lot of people haven't even dipped their feet into it really, other than just hearing about some news articles or whatever it may be. And so it's up to us. We need to focus on reaching new people, because adoption at the end of the day is really all that matters in crypto. It's all about adoption and onboarding new people making it easier for them to get in, quicker for them to be able to buy it, and just have a better, deeper understanding of how cryptos like HEX and PulseChain are long-term investments where you delay gratification. These are all things that we need to help because we're shaping the new cryptocurrency landscape. It's a complete digital financial revolution, but it only works if we tell more people about it, right? How is anybody supposed to know about what's going on if we don't promote it? So hopefully this shines the light on the fact of just how early we are and how much opportunity is still on the table, because to me, this smells like opportunity. Asking all these people, talking to all of them just made me realize how high we have to go in the future, and what better time to get people in to these emerging assets, stuff like HEX and brand new stuff like PulseChain and HEX. I mean, Bitcoin's a little bit old. I know it's a little bit like outdated, you could say, in terms of the price potential. But in the future, right now, HEX is on a 90% discount. And if it even taps the all-time highs again, that's basically a 20x from here. And if it blows past all-time highs, it's going to go into the hundreds, if not thousands of X's and multiples of your return in the next bull cycle. And we all know these things are cyclical, right? So the more people we can tell about cryptocurrency in the bottom of the bear market, it's actually the best time to onboard new people and to just educate them, right? So this is really the best time to educate new people, because they can experience all the opportunity of all that upside momentum that we're just building up right now. And yeah, we might be in a bear market for another 6 months, maybe another year, worst case, but eventually it's going to come back, guys. All markets come back, because as long as a meteor doesn't hit the earth and wipe us all out and the internet doesn't go offline, I think cryptocurrency is here to stay. And that's what I've heard from a lot of people too. They know about crypto, they think it's here to stay, but they want to know more. And a lot of them, they seem like they're curious, right? They seem like they are eager to learn more. And so I encourage everybody who might be watching this, if you're new or if you've been here a while, educate yourself now, because now is the time, guys. Now is the time. 90% dip. It doesn't get much better than this in terms of opportunity on the table for truly revolutionary and life-changing wealth. So if we want to all get to financial freedom, and that's the goal of cryptocurrency, is financial freedom for the entire world, we need to onboard the entire world. And it starts with HEX, and it starts with PulseChain. So if you like this video, if you want to see more like this video, if you've got any ideas for kind of new content, then drop me a comment below. I'll read them and I'll try to respond to them. But anyway, thanks, and I will see you on the next one.